Hello my friends, this is Sylvie Curry, Lady of Q, and I'm in my kitchen. Today we're going to be doing a special treat. Have you ever wondered what do we do with all those leftovers from a barbecue competition? How do we package it? How do we distribute it to friends? How do we do whatever with it? Well, today I'm going to show you how I package my leftovers from a barbecue competition. Today I have ribs. For this competition, I cooked 5 racks of ribs, and these are the remainders after friends came by yesterday, and a couple of friends came by today, and I gave them little goodie bags of some of the meats. From the pork butts, I cooked 4 pork butts, and I've given away a lot of it, but what's left over, I shred the parts that I don't use, and I use it for other things, and in addition to just giving it away to friends. We have burnt ends, and there's a few left. I did turn burnt ends in for this competition. I haven't for a couple of the past ones, and I did well, but they tasted pretty good. I thought this was a damn good brisket, but it only came in 11th out of 37 teams. So I don't know if the burn ends hurt me or not. I didn't get any comment cards. Here we have the money muscles and parts that I pulled to potentially use in the box, but I did not use. So I had some very nice money muscles. 4 butts. I had 4 very good money muscles. I turned in 2, and these 2 didn't make the cut. Brisket, this is what's left over from what started out as a 15-pound Wagyu gold, and I have just a little bit left of it, and of course not all of it went into the box. Once again, some went to friends and all that. So what are some of the tools that we use, or the equipment and supplies that I use to package my meats? Starting out, I always have to have my gloves, and gloves can be from any source. I happen to like these. A cutting board. I use a disposable board. It just makes cleanup so much easier. A knife for slicing if I have to slice any of the meats to be packaged. Scissors primarily to cut the plastic bags that I use, and these are food saver, but any brand can be used. You can get them from Amazon or whatever in various sizes, or Costco or whatever, Walmart, Target, etc. A Sharpie for labeling. It's very important that I label all of my meats before they go in the freezer. It's nothing worse than going out there and not knowing, 6 months later what it is you have in a package. In addition, I also put the date on it. So I put what it is and the date that I cooked it, so that I'll know how old it is. Paper towels just for cleanup. And most important, a very nice vacuum sealer. I use a Weston Pro 2300 vacuum sealer. It's kind of pricey, but I do a lot of sealing, so makes it worthwhile. Some of your basic sealers that come from your big box stores and things like that would probably be adequate. I cut my plastic bags into the sizes that I think I'll need, and I have, like for ribs, how many I anticipate I'm going to bag, the pork, the burn ends, slices, and then what I do is I go through and put them in the vacuum sealer. Line that up. And I have my first seal on the bags, and I'll go through and I'll do all of these, and then I'll package the meats in each of the individual bags. The first meat I'm going to do is the brisket, and when I do vacuum seal them, I do slice it, because oftentimes I'm giving it away, and I'm giving whoever I give it to the opportunity to have it sliced appropriately. and so that they don't have to go through and figure out how to do it. As the slices. And sometimes I try to get some juice in there just because keeps it a little bit more moist for eating and for flavor. So I have my brisket labeled Wagyu Gold, cooked 7-14-18, and I have the slices in there and the liquid. Here are my Wagyu burnt ends. In order to put those in a bag, I turn the bag top over, and that keeps a lot of the sauce from dirtying up the bag. And notice I have it labeled Gold Wagyu, burnt ends, and the date. Bag back, sort of straighten them out in there so they're evenly in there. And the vacuum seal. There you have it. And there we have pulled pork ready for storage in the freezer. We have some money mussels, which I did not turn in, obviously. The tenderness wasn't as good as the ones I turned in. I have some of the meat from the horn, some tube meat, and other pieces of meat from the horn that are left over. And we're going to package these. Keep in mind that all this meat here is cold, so the tenderness or moisture level you can't really tell from the cold. So I've sliced up the money mussels and the tubes and part of the horn meat. Keep in mind that this meat is cold. It's been refrigerated, and I'm just slicing it up so that I can package it for storage later on. Hello my friends, this is Sylvie Curry, Lady of Q, and we've just seen how I package my competition meats after a barbecue competition. If I can't give it away at the comp to friends and family who come to visit, or if I don't have a party or something like that the day after where I can serve it as an entree, then I package it in vacuum seal bags using my vacuum sealer. One of the things I have to make sure of is that I date it, so I know exactly when it was prepared. I also label it exactly what's in there. If they're ribs, what kind of ribs, if it's pork, whether or not it's money muscle or pulled. In addition, I also label it with the type of beef I have. If I have a brisket that's Wagyu versus a prime, etc., I'll also label it. Once you have it vacuum sealed, you can put it in the freezer. How long is it good for? Well, you know, manufacturers always tell you 6 months. You read in the literature or whatever, 3 to 6 months. I've had things that have been in the freezer for up to a year, and they still come out very tasty. So you can try it that way. So, now how do you prepare it? Once you take it out of the freezer, you can thaw it out. Once you thaw it out, then you can boil some water, and you can put the vacuum bag into that boiling water and keep it in there only as long as it takes to get the meat warm to be able to eat it. You don't want to boil it for a long time because that way you will change the texture. The ribs, you'll make them fall off the bone, which we don't like. We just want them tender. You'll make the pulled pork mushy if you boil it too long. So we're only cooking it in that boiling water in the sealed vacuum bag just to get warm. Then you can open up the bag, put it in whatever entree or serving method that you want to use, and you've got barbecue to go. Anyway, this is Sylvie Curry. I encourage you to subscribe, watch my channel, leave comments for me, tell me what you like, what you don't like, what you want me to improve upon, and even things that you may want me to cover. Keeping in mind that I'm only going to go so far, a little bit at a time. Anyway, this is Sylvie Curry, Lady Q. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.